What's going on, family? It's your girl Guruji Chastity, and today I want to talk about how not to steal energy. Look, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I know, and you know, we know together that look, the whole lingo of good vibes only, no bad vibes, that shit is new. Like in the last 10, 15 years, that shit is new, right? And we're gonna say new, especially since this whole panorama thing where it's all about the whole self-love and the inward journey, because everybody was stuck in the house, you know what I'm saying? And so the idea to believe that you, my friend, don't steal energy is naive. That's it. In bars, right there, bars. Even I steal energy, right? Because, and the reason, I'm about to say because, but the reason is that the reason that we need to know about this right here is because when you stop doing this to other people, you can freely use that energy to get free energy from the universe instead of stealing it from other folks. And this, what we about to go over, everybody do this. Nobody is exempt from the rules. So that's why I'm talking about it, right? Because that disarms everybody, okay? That draws us together. Connection, vulnerability. I do this bullshit too. I be fearful too, and I be sucking other people into my shit, and we finna talk about it, right? And so when we all understand or have the common awareness that like, yo, we all fuck up too, we all play a part in this, it takes the pressure off of everything. It makes it less tense, because it's like, damn, okay, which one you on? Now we can meet at like ground. It's not like, oh, look at you over there acting how you acting. It's not like that. You know what I'm saying? And so let's dive deep, family. We back with some more ideograms with the whiteboard video. I hope you guys are excited. So boom, let's jump into it. How not to steal energy. So I have taken two concepts that I've merged together, and we are going to break it down in the Cousin Ruji way, so you don't have to spend time doing it yourself. Now that's not to say that that's not important. Take this information and take what you need and leave what you don't, right? Do your own research on these things, but you might have another purpose in this world, right? You may be doing something else, right? You may not have time to read all the damn books like I do, because that's my purpose, right? For me to digest this information real quick and give it to you so you can go and sauce up out here and be that divine person that you're supposed to be, okay? So look, the idea is that we trapped in this box. We want to get out this box so we can have full expression, or so that we are not stuck, okay? Because stuckness is an illusion, right? And if you got a different window, this is a window, this is a vantage point, right? So if only you got a different vantage point, wouldn't everything be so much different? Yes, it would. All right, so let's look at what we got here. So what's in black, okay? These words are taken from my studies of, I didn't even mean to study this book. I was just trying to read, which is the Celestine Prophecy. But that book has really blew my brain off, okay? And I have been able to merge it with some other ideas that I have, right? And so everything that is in black is the negative, okay? Look how saucy this is though. Negative. But it is also, right, the first part that we're going to talk about, right? So the substance, the feminine energy. But negative don't mean bad. I mean, we're going to talk about it in a negative connotation, in a low vibrational connotation. But we need to do away with the idea of good and bad. It's not good and bad. It's all meant for us to grow, right? Because if we didn't have these things in black, we wouldn't have these things in blue. Right? If you would not have negative energy, substance, you wouldn't have essence, okay? You wouldn't have something greater to rise to, family. So that's why we have to reconcile this Western idea of good and bad and just look at positive and negative energy. You need both, right? That's how the shadow is created. They've taught us that we can only exude our good qualities, and the bad shit about us we need to hide away. So things that are bad have such a negative connotation. And it doesn't necessarily mean that. It can mean feminine energy, a negative charge, chaos and destruction in order for things to grow, right? That is a process. You feel me, family? And so boom, let's check it out. There isn't, well, if we look at this from the human design point of view, because that is the other element that I have merged, right? So what we see here in blue is human design. And I was like, because when I first wrote this out, I was like, yes, we see the substance of everything. We see the negative qualities, but what can we transmute this into something that's reasonable, right? That's reasonable, that's intuitive, but that's also logical, right? And so I was like, let me check it out. And so what I did was I took I'm reading that right there, but the human design perspective and added it to the negative perspective so that we had something greater to rise to, something deeper to study. And so if we look at it from starting with human design, okay, it's like, okay, cool. We have a specific order we would go in because human design goes a certain way. So let's break down human design very quickly, family. And human design is our energetic blueprint, whereas astrology is our cosmic blueprint. So just like astrology, human design has all of these, we could say, houses and all of these, what's them damn angles and shit? Them trines and them squares, you know, when things be hitting. But theirs is just called different things, but it's different layers to it, just like astrology, okay? But human design goes something like this. We have manifestors, and human designs are specific types of energetic beings that we all are. Everybody falls into some of these categories. So we have manifestors. Yeah, we have manifestors. Manifestors are the people who start the ideas of things, that say, yo, hey y'all, we should do this, right? That makes up about 8% of the population. They have the ideas and they speak the shit, and then it's like, there it is right there, because they had said it. Y'all, let's go. The next piece is the projectors. I'm a projector. Next piece is projectors. Projectors say, okay, hey, we got the bing, 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 I got that knowledge, I got that APB, I got that info. The projector is like a bird sitting on the little wire line, and it's looking down, and it said, okay, now you didn't say we got to do that, because I've been sitting up here this whole time, I can see how to do it. Okay, now let's bust a move. That's 10% of the population. Then we have generators. Generators are the workers, the people who got all the energy that said, okay, bet. Now they done got the knowledge, now they got the way, now I'm gonna get to work. Okay, that is 70% of the population. Worker bees. So that hustle, let's go. You see these people just get up out the bed, brush their teeth, and they out the door. That's them type of people. Some way or another, everybody has been forced to live life as a generator, but you may be a manifestor, you may be a projector, right? But you've been forced to live in a way that's not like you. And when we get to the reflectors, who's the last on the list, I'm pointing like they some students right here. I can really see these beings, right? When we get to reflectors, they even more rarer. I think they had like 6% of the population at this point. Reflectors look at the end of everything and then tell us how it's done. So shit for them be way more hard. They gotta move in like moon cycles, 30-day cycles, because they really have to take in an entire process to create, right? To create from an energetic source of abundance. That's the idea. So that's what we get from human design. And so that's what we have here with these words in blue, which are our positive aspects, the aspects that we want to arrive to, right? The virtuous parts of this ideogram, this box here. All right. So I'm going to start. I mean, it don't matter, family. We don't have no order, okay? But we just looking at how it works, what's going on in this energy box when we feel stuck, and how to not steal someone else's energy to not feel stuck. Because here's the thing, right? I had said, okay, family, I had said that in the last 10 to 15 years, everybody realizing that everything is energy. That's really what it is. We're all realizing that everything is energy, which means when I realize that my time, what I got going on is energy and it's precious, I'm gonna be spending my shmonish in a different way, okay? So now that we know that, it's like, if I want to get energy freely from the universe, I gotta learn how to stop stealing it in such a way, because humans before these 10 to 15 years, We didn't know that the universe was made of energy, right? So when we come into contact with each other, we've been competing for energy, right? Because the whole thing is, when we leave situations, the reason why we say no bad vibes is because we don't want to leave feeling drained. We don't want to leave feeling used and abused, confused, fearful, right? So we want to stay around positive energy. Before we knew energy was a thing, we just knew, I don't want to leave here feeling bad. So I'm going to keep bulldozing over everything this other person do so I can make sure I gain the majority of the energy in the situation. We've been competing for energy until we realized that the entire universe is made up of energy. And so we became more precious with our energy, right? We weren't really competing for it. We start to learn the value of it, okay? And we start to divvy that shit up in more responsible ways, right? Now, with that being said, instead of just taking the cliche sayings and rolling with the surface level shit and just running with, oh, I don't want no bad vibes. Well, of course you don't, right? But what happens when you get in them situations and you trigger and them bad vibes is there? What you do then, right? I hope you would have a game plan, but you probably don't. Because most of us don't, because you know why? We don't know what is going on in the first place. So this is why I be like, let me read the books and break it down real quick, tell you what's going on, and then you make your informed decision about how to move. Because 9 times out of 10, we be want to bust a move, make a change about something about ourselves. We think we broken, or we need more self-discipline. We need more of this, we need more of that. 9 times out of 10, we ain't evaluated the situation, and we trying to fix some symptom shit, right? And we not really getting to the root cause, and we finna nip that in the bud. I play too much. Okay, look, y'all. Boom. I'm gonna start with intimidator. Okay, so intimidator begets the poor me. Poor me begets the intimidator. Now, our whole process in which we steal energy from other people started in childhood, okay? And it hurts to say, and people might say I'm biased. You might, because of the work that I do, but the parents started the bullshit. Parents were stealing energy from the children, and the children had to figure out how to steal that shit back. And so there we go. And so at this point, if you had evolved parents, maybe you didn't go through this, right? Or if you're in this generation now, maybe you take this information and use this so you can be an evolved parent and not take your child through this and suck energy from them, right? So an intimidator parent looks like, family, an intimidator look like, you better do this shit, I'ma beat your ass. They intimidate you with violence. You're intimidated, you're scared, you're fearful for your physical existence. That's the only way that they can suck energy from you, to get attention from you. Whether that's attentiveness, doing what they said, prioritizing their pleasure, so people pleasing, right? Walking on, whatever the case may be. They steal energy from you as the kid by intimidating you, okay? Now, if you have a parent like this, you typically become the child that says, poor me. And this is how you steal energy either back from that parent or from other people. And you say, oh, why would you do that to me? I thought you loved me. You invoke guilt so that you won't be physically abused, okay? And this happens when you become an adult. If you're an adult and you got the poor me, it's always something happening to you. I swear for me, something always happening to you, okay? It's like victim mode 101. You can teach classes about this shit, okay? And so you want to look that you don't suck people into your own reality, right? By either intimidating them by violence or in pressing upon them by guilt, okay? And so you could be an intimidator parent who then begets a poor me child, or you can be a poor me parent who begets an intimidator child. They make one another. It's a loop. It just keeps going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, okay? I was like, dang, maybe I should talk about the human design, but we're gonna do that next, okay? Look, now we have interrogator, okay? Interrogator is when you got them parents who just, they ask you 50 million questions about what you got going on, and you so excited to tell them, and they only asking because they want to point out what's wrong with it. That's how they get energy, by being a superhero in somebody else's reality, okay? You feel me? By pointing out all the shit in your shit that's wrong, but they didn't sit there and interrogated you about it. And you be like, well, damn. Well, eventually, if you got parents like this, you become aloof. You be like, oh, I don't know. I don't got nothing going on. You the person that don't never know nothing about nothing. You don't know what's best for you. You don't know how you feel about nothing. You don't really want to talk. And then the aloof becomes an adult who sucks people in by being very like mysterious, quiet with their emotions. They hold back. They suck people in by really being like, you know, this the first time I done this, making people feel like this the first time they done really opened up and shit like that, bruh. Ain't that shit crazy? Then we all do this, okay? Now, well, before we move on, let me tell you where I fit in at. Both of you right here, aloof and interrogator. Ooh, when I was this, honey, that was me, okay? That was me. I can't even call it whether it was an interrogator or an aloof, but they was definitely very, 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 very prominent in my reality. Aloof, I would say, this is how playing aloof would show up for me. I had to realize this. I was like, bruh, why is you romanticizing expressing your feelings? Like, honey, you is really making this. You was having people thinking you out here just doing something so magical and mysterious with them, but you was doing nothing but expressing your feelings. Like, bruh, this is normal. But I had to realize that that was part of my mystique. That was part of drawing you in, getting you to want to know about me. I was manipulating other people for energy. But I knew exactly how I felt, right? I knew exactly what the fuck was going on. I knew exactly what I wanted, right? Then, right, when that didn't work, you might have caught me over here with the interrogator, right? And especially because I'm out here wise, big brained, right? So I'll be quick to be like, well, what you got going on? Tell me about it. Let me see. And then had a nice, and I'm good with words too. Don't let me get in the debate or a conversation, right? I used to, this ugly. These are the things that we have to talk about, family. We have to disarm this type of information so that we continue to heal and grow. Okay? When you think about your healing journey, do you get overwhelmed? Lost in the sauce amongst all of the information on the internet? Or does the fear of looking bad and switching up your life scare you? You might start to ask yourself questions like, where do I begin? What do I do? What makes me happy? Truth is, I understand where you're coming from. I remember when I was 235 pounds doing what I was told in order to fit in and be loved, and to be honest, I hated it. So I totally get it. But I have something I want to share with you that will help guide your spiritual journey, and it's called the AIM process, which stands for Audacity in Motion. Okay, this is an 8-step process that will show you how to trust in yourself and source, build self-confidence, and learn to set boundaries, all while being fully supported by me. Inside of the AIM process, you'll learn breathwork basics, acceptance one-on-one, the mastery of inner listening, and the science of meditation. I promise you, family, I'm here to equip you with the tools you need to know what's best for you and to live a life full of joy. So, DM me the word HEAL to Guruji.Chastity on Instagram, and you'll receive a 30-day free trial of my 4-month one-to-one coaching program, Evolving Sense of Self, utilizing the AIM process. So look, I'm gonna keep it real with you, family. Imagine what could happen in 30 days right now that would impact your life 30 years from now. So look, family, I'm gonna say it one more again. DM the word HEAL to Guruji.Chastity on Instagram and receive your free 30-day trial of my 4-month one-to-one coaching program, Evolving Sense of Self, utilizing the AIM process. And it's yours, you know what I'm saying? And as always, family, it's an honor. It's your girl, Guruji Chastity. Until next time, I love you. Peace out. So like I was saying, to be like, ooh, so like I was saying, I used to be so crafty with the shit, and I definitely got this with from my mama. She did this one time to me, and I said, I about dropped the phone. I said, oh Lord, I'm going down. I literally was in the observer position of how my partner at the time was experiencing me. It was like I was having deja vu. I was like, my ears was burning. It was too like surreal that I was experiencing this from the other foot. But I used to have a really bad habit of denying someone an experience of me because I had a fear of looking bad. See, this is how you know I'm doing the work, because everybody is crazy, but you need to be able to articulate your crazy. Okay, that is what we call know thyself, family, because that means you're working on it, you're healing from it, that you ain't out here wreaking havoc. But if you don't know these things about yourself, cut it out, okay? And so what that looked like for me is that my partner at the time would be like, you made me feel like da 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 because you did da 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 da. Now, because I knew that wasn't my intention, the first thing I went to say was like, no, I didn't. That didn't happen. Let me tell you what had went on. Oh, if that ain't emotional bop, 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 and then a shut the fuck up at the end, I don't know what is. And you probably been in an experience like this, or you may have done this to someone else. But we gotta talk about it so we can do better. I had to talk about it. I had to be on the receiving end from that shit on my mama to really like be like, whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, whoa. We acting like this situation that somebody just told me I was in. I can't do this. I see why I'm behaving like this. This is damaging. Like all of the emotions come up and I get the stuttering, all that shit, like real life, family. And so we see, right, how this can, I just gave you a real life example of an aloof and an interrogator, right? And so I had to learn, like, dang, I'm really out here denying other people an experience of how they perceive me. I can't be telling somebody, no, that ain't happening, even though that wasn't my intention. I need to check my intentions. Let me start there, right? Because when we try to start with the effect and not the cause, we don't do nothing but create more illusion. You need to start at the origin, which was what was the intention itself, the thought itself. What did I come in there to do? What was I doing? What was going on? You know what I'm saying? We can't be quick to tell somebody, no, that ain't what happened. What you mean? Everybody got their own reaction. They looking from their own window. Shit, hell if I know, metaphorically, she could have had half her blinds down and was peeking from a peek hole and was looking out at one eyeball. So maybe she did see it that way. I wasn't in that body in that experience. I'm only on my part, right? And so I really had to sit down with myself and evaluate and get clear on what I was doing and what I was okay with continuing to do and what I wanted to change based on my awareness, not based on someone else's perception and then me being like, I feel forced to change or I'm doing this for someone else. It was like, no, I really sat back and looked because I was on the receiving end of that, talking to my own mother, having that same experience, trying to tell her, why we talking on the phone? Look, you literally just said this and make me feel like this, and she telling me that's not what happened. I said, oh my Lord, it hurts. And so I had to learn, wait a minute, what's going on? And when I realized, like, oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. And then I feel like my daddy was definitely, like, my mama was definitely an interrogator. My daddy was definitely like an aloof. You know, yes, I don't know. He want to have a good time over here. That's me too. And the Luke here just want to have a good time. We don't really want to talk about nothing. We don't want to go there. And interrogator, we want to, what's going on? What's happening? I want to make something shake. Let's run it, right? That's a whole different energy. And so I had to figure out how to create life in the middle without doing this, right? Once I stopped doing this, I have now been able to receive energy willingly from other people, and more importantly from the universe. That's really where I want to receive it from. But it's hard to receive from source when there is earthly obstacles in the way. That's the whole point of one-on-one coaching, to remove the internal obstacles, right? The earthly internal turmoil that we put ourselves in that separates us from divinity. That's the whole point, right? And so now that we got an idea of all of the feminine negative qualities, let's see how we can transmute them. So starting with the intimidator. The intimidator can transmute the negative feminine energy that is powerful, right? We want to use negative energy as fuel. It's hot, like fire. You know what I'm saying? That is not bad. It's actually good. You need the bad for the good, and you need the good for the bad. So it's all lovely. You know what I'm saying? So you need to be able to get riled up down here so you can channel that positively. That's all that means, right? So when you get riled up as an intimidator, you channel that and being a generator. Get your ass up and do something. Quit questioning everybody else's reality. You get up and mind your business. Go find you something to do. Find a hobby. Get Twitter your thumbs for all I care, but you find something to do when you get out these other people's face wreaking havoc, okay? That's all you got to do. Just find you something that makes you happy. And then, ooh, we hit your sweet spot. Look, if you resonate with this and you say, I don't know what makes me happy, then you in the right spot. I hope you don't know, because now you get to take a beautiful journey to find out. You get to try all the things. I don't care what it is. Face painting, hiking, bike riding, making food at home, tai chi at home, sipping paint at home, exercise at home, go on a date. You go try everything, okay? And I do mean everything. Do everything once. And it'll kill you, so don't do that. Intimidator. We're gonna go to poor me, right? When you transmute the poor me energy, you get to reflector. A reflector, that's shining. You see what I'm saying? When you get to be a rejector. When you get to be a reflector, you get to evaluate people's progress. So you might be a leader down here. You might be a person who might be good at waiting, who might be good at living a hermit lifestyle, but then telling other people about it and then influencing people in that way. You might be an influencer, but there's something unique about you that you need to reflect. And what makes it unique is that you've had to protect yourself in a different way. Okay, so I feel like there's a different level of nurturing that happened down here as a reflector, right? That takes some really slow moving, and that's something that you can really teach the masses, family, right? How many people you know move too goddamn fast and need to sit down somewhere? If you know how to master sitting down, waiting for the right time, because when you get into human design, reflectors really can't bust a move until like 30 days. They need a full 30 days to process and evaluate. That's a whole new level of patience, dog. Sweat for me, okay? Let's look at interrogator, okay? So when we want to transmute the interrogator energy, we want to be a manifester. That means you need to let them ideas run free. If you thunk it, ooh, it can happen, okay? And when you get them snapshots, them raving moments, when you get them moments, you feel me? Them is drops. Mic drops from source. You better write it down. Start speaking, believing in yourself. You know what I'm saying? As a manifestor, that's straight what that is. You use your voice and you speak it into existence, but you do it for a great cause, right? And so this is really, I feel like not always just a leader or a speaker, but like a coordinator. You are coming together. You are coming together for a common cause of a people to get them something better. You know what I'm saying? To say it, to do it differently. You see what I'm saying? Then when we get over here to aloof, and you want to transmute this as a projector, this me right here, right? As a projector, ooh, you wanna know that you know. Quit playing like you don't know what's going on. You know, and that's why people come to you. You got that bird's eye view. So just wait for the right people to come to you as a projector. You know what I'm saying? And be the wise one that you are. You don't gotta play like you don't know what's going on. You know what's going on and then some, right? Normally projectors, right, they get somewhere and they might have been there a week or two and they can figure out, hey, y'all can do this more efficiently. And they don't have to be well versed in it. Right? They just have a knack for seeing a better way because they that bird sitting up there, right? And so when you fly down, you might feel a little insecure, like, damn, I've been up there so long, I ain't been talking to people, I don't know if nobody gonna understand me or if they gonna get this. No, know that you know, and say it, believe it, share the message, share the path, right? Because you've been flying around, seeing, getting hit by the rain, you've been out here, cuz, while everybody else been on the ground, you've been up there in the sky. So act like you know. You know what I'm saying? So look, how not to get stuck. I mean, So look, how not to steal energy. The reason why I titled this video this is because you can't stop stealing energy from other people if you don't know the possible ways in which you can steal energy to begin with. But everybody and they mama, including you, talking about no bad vibes, I gotta protect my energy. How is you doing it? How is you doing it? How is it unprotected to begin with? How is it raggedy to begin with? You don't even know. But now you do, cuz. I hope you do now. Cuz I be feeling like after I get this, I be sitting down and I be like, oh my God. So you telling me. And then I be really out here on it, fam. You feel me? And so I hope this video has helped. If you like this whiteboard video, you can get more in-depth. I be so country. You can get more in-depth teachings from me by joining me at the Abundant Living Gurukul on Patreon. That is our spiritual university where you can get all of the knowledge. I'm talking about ebooks, music, inspirational videos, step-by-step courses that have deeper breakdowns than the whiteboard videos, right? You get so much on there, man, right? It's literally like spiritual school, and you taught by me, fam. So go ahead and go to patreon.com/Guruji Chastity, right? But then if you really get down with this and you like my vibe, you like my energy, and you want to see if we would be a good fit to work together, you can always reach out. Let's get on a call. Let's see what's up. Let's just chit chat. Let me share with you what I got. That's it, right? Let's just hop on the line and see what's what. And then if you like what I do and you want to hear about it, sure, I'll tell you. But for the most part, let's just connect, family. Let's heal together. Let's break down this shit and find a better way, yo. So you can reach me directly, okay, by scheduling a discovery call. The link is in the description. Matter of fact, all these links is in the description. But I've been talking for too long and I need some water. All right, family, until next time, I love you. Peace out.